Yeah, hi guys. This is Nisar with another should you study this at a Pakistan University video. So today we're going to talk about one of my most preferred fields for masters in Pakistan, and it's should you do MA Islamic Studies in Pakistan. So we will go for the disadvantages, advantages, and then the verdict. So the first disadvantage is, of course, that even though Pakistan is an Islamic republic, your whole studies could be ruined because many people go like do the BA in Islamic studies and they literally like it at school a lot, or they do it at O levels or A levels, and then they're like, oh, I want to do this at an undergraduate level. But the thing is, when you go for masters, it will be very research, more research based. So the environment is likely to be hostile, and it will be hard to like study, express your views, especially in such a what do you say? It's in a way it's good that everything is controlled, but if it's too harsh, then you won't get that open-mindedness you need from studies. So this goes to my second advantage. This follows that one, that if the environment is such, then the teachers could also be very extremist. So basically, your whole research is ruined because it's good that they have some like they've put locks on this that you shouldn't speak, express non-Islamic things, and it's very good based on the society of Pakistan. But if there's too much restrictions, then there's no point in doing research basically. So then again, if you go for PhD, which is again many people do PhD, so your experience will be ruined. So you might not think of going for a PhD. So again, these are the two main disadvantages. So now we will go for the advantages. So the first advantage is that it's very widespread, and not only that, you will find it at almost every university. The thing is that after doing it, you'll get many job opportunities in mainly academia because it's taught in schools, it's taught in colleges of Pakistan, it's taught in universities, it's taught in different educational centers. It could be taught like apart, of course, like you're doing accounting and they need someone to tell you about allow you to study, like teach people ethics, which is like related to accounting or something, Islamic ethics basically in banking and everything. So for that you have a lot of job opportunities, like especially part-time. Like full-time it might be hard with the competition going on, but part-time opportunities you'll get a lot. Like you can teach in various institutions. So for the like Jothing, don't be worried. And the second is that you will get opportunity to research if you get a good supervisor, if you're in a non-hostile environment. So if you get the opportunity to do research, then definitely do it because research is very important for this degree, especially in Pakistan, where you can. And then the third advantage would be that if spread through social media, like there's an event, you can go to conferences, you can go to international conferences, even in America, Canada, the UK, or in neighboring countries like India, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, or even Malaysia, and these other countries. They don't even have to be Islamic majority, but they'll get your point. So these are great advantages. And a fourth one is also greater for people who are also good at writing. So if you're good at writing, then you can co-author or even author books. Why not have your name in the front page? Because there are many Islamic books, like there could be translations and everything. So that's one of the main advantages, that you can write books and get them published and sell them to schools, to colleges, universities, because you'll have that MA with your name. So people will definitely read that. Okay, this guy has something to say. Maybe he has something new to say on the topic. So you won't be doing any harm. Just that you should be aware that you shouldn't write to like not be like anti-religious. There's no need, especially in Pakistan, because it could be dangerous. But again, this is another great job opportunity. So again, like I've said, that the advantages are many, and they do take over, like overshadow the disadvantages. Now we can go to the verdict. It is that I will give this Islamic MA Islamic Studies an 8 out of 10 because it's very widely available. It's available in almost all the government universities of Pakistan. I think so. I know that it's available in some private universities like UNP Lahore. They give MPhil in Islamic, and they have like MPhil in I think Islamic banking or MS. I'm not particularly sure, but they have a lot of opportunities. And again, International Islamic University. I'm not sure if it's private or semi-private, but again, if it's private, then they have a good faculty for Islamic studies, and you will find in private universities. But I will recommend government universities because they have a very good faculty, very good experience, and research-based curriculum. So I would always suggest government universities for Islamic studies because they've been doing this before the private universities, more probably in Pakistan. So again, another advantage I want to add, which I wanted to add in the end right now, that if you're like a Hafiz in Quran or you already have some extra knowledge, and then again, it's advantageous to you to do MA Islamic studies because you're not hurting anyone. You're just increasing your job opportunities. And if people are like, "Oh, Islamic is just like it shouldn't be taken as a degree," no, show them because it is educational. The whole purpose of this religion is to educate yourself. Like the people who spread the message of Islam, they are spreading education. So always go for it, and I would also go for it. Like I'm still deciding which master's to take, but Islamic studies is definitely in my own top 10 preferred list. So please remember to subscribe and have a blessed day. Khuda Hafiz.